Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Jeff here. Today I have another video of Brawl Stars, and in today's video we'll be playing some Spike in Brawl. So Spike right now is probably the best brawler in the game so far, just because yeah, his main attack is so strong. Like each shot you do at the lowest damage, you will be able to do like 600 damage or something. And then if you are able to get your like a really good bounce shot, or not bounce shot, like a really good RNG shot, you can be able to do up to 2,000 damage with just max Spike. With just one shot, you can be able to do up to 2,000 damage, and you got really good range. And Spike is so powered because of his RNG, and it's not all just luck with his RNG, because his RNG you can actually if you are like really skilled, you are actually able to shoot in the right place, where it basically is like Rico. You can actually shoot or hit people behind the wall. And yeah, it's really annoying to play against like a really good Spike, as well as the super is, you know, pretty decent. Yeah, just really slows down the enemy, allowing you to basically hit all of your shots, because usually when your opponent is inside your super, they're like moving that slow that they're basically standing still. So you're able to hit all of your shots really easily and just deal so much damage to your opponent. And if you have Spike star power, you can just deal so much damage, or you can be able to heal up a lot and yeah, do a lot of damage as well. So as you can still hear, I'm still sick. So yeah, I'm still trying to get out videos for you guys. I am, however, trying to get collabs. And the sad thing is, I was trying a lot of ways with being off the bean, and we're trying like Discord. We tried phone calls, and we tried Skype, and we also tried like another way, like using a Discord bot to record it, but it just doesn't work. Like we can get the recording, but it's saved in a different file, like a different format. It was saved in like, well, like it was like really weird format, so I couldn't actually save it onto my device. So I actually can't get the file to be able to actually get it into my editing app, so then I can edit the the video. So yeah, really sadly I still can't do collabs with voice chat. The only option left is to actually both players record. So I record, and then the other person also records, and then that person puts on YouTube. I just basically like download it, and then I put onto my editing app. Hopefully that can work, because that's literally the only way that I can actually do it. There's no other way. We tried every single other way. Yeah, just still going trying to find out a better way. Obviously, if I do on a PC, it'd be so much easier, but I just don't know how to. So probably go search online for like tutorials or whatever, but for now I'll be just doing solo. Yeah, there will be one. Well, Bob Marley has asked me to do a collab. Not too sure when that's gonna happen. Also, I'm not too sure if I can be able to do it, because like I said, I can't actually do these collabs. So hopefully I can be able to find out real quick. But yeah, for now it's just me. You're stuck with me. Okay, so this was actually from like a week ago, when I recorded this gameplay, or maybe like not a week ago, but a couple. Well, it was before this season, and yeah, all our brawlers are pretty high still. I still quit, but for some reason my Spike was actually quite high. It was like 660 or something. It's pretty high. And Beans Primo is at around 850 trophies. So yeah, I don't know why, for some reason, just pretty high brawlers, or at least my Spike. I don't know why it's so high in trophy, because I barely play this account, my main account, so for some reason it's really high. And yeah, this is actually a really good comp for this map, for any Brawl Ball match. Basically, this comp, Primo, Terra, and Spike, can just work really well. You can also replace Primo for Mortis, like I said on my other video. Is just yeah, it's just, you know, ball carrier. Mortis and Primo is basically the same thing, except for it really just depending on which one you're better with. And also, for some of you guys who have been asking, like some of you guys have been really asking just really stupid questions, no offense, because you're asking like, what's my intro music? How do I do triple brawlers? They're all in the description down. It's literally all in the description down below, that I explain how I do it. And it's just like, you guys gotta check it out. Like, you guys actually have to look at the description to find out like how I do it, because it's all in the description. And I think, okay, I'm not too sure if I left a link, but I've had so much people asking what's my intro music, and I literally wrote, like, it's probably at the closest, it's one of the closest to the top. It says intro music, and it says whatever the thing is, like the exact title, right? I didn't put a link to it, but That's literally the exact title of the music. So you just search it up on YouTube and you'll find it. I don't know why some of you guys don't actually look at it. And a lot of you guys have been asking me questions, even though I already answered them inside the video. So just watch the video first or look at the description, because most likely your answers or your questions will be answered just through these. Okay, so funny thing I see a lot of times is let's say like Bean says like on my video, comments on my video or someone else's video like I'm nub, and then it's just like a lot of people would like come and defend me and it's kind of funny because we're actually really good friends. Like we say this in a friendly way, like in a like we're not saying it as like in a way where he's calling me bad and I'm calling him bad. It's just we just say it. Like a lot of times he would just go on like all the servers I'm in, he tags me and say nub for no reason, and it's just like, you know, in a friendly way. Yeah, we're really good friends. He doesn't actually mean it in a like in a harmful way or anything. So yeah, just to clarify for those people who don't actually know, it's really funny to see how you guys think like we actually hate each other, which we don't. So yeah, just want to say that. And yeah, so for Spike, he's actually really good in Brawl because of course he does a lot of damage and super is really good, but it's mainly because Spike is a really good tank killer, and the reason for that is because he has really good range. Well, he has decent range. Definitely does not have like really extremely long range, but he has like a mid range range. So he can really just counter tanks a lot, because if you get hit once, it's like 1,600 damage or something, or like 1,400 or even 2,000 damage. And then his super is such a good like countered tanks as well, because if you get too close, if the tank gets too close to you and throw that super down, if you have enough health, you can be able to just run away from the tank because they will be slowing down, and you can just get a lot of shots. Because when the tanks, like I said, if the tank is standing still, you will just get, or if the tank is in your super, the basic standing still, so you can get a lot of shots from them. Okay, so something that that can really improve your gameplay for Brawl or even just other game modes. So let's say you have a tank with the ball or without the ball, and they're pushing the opponents back, and when they're pushing the opponents back, you can clearly see where they're gonna go because of the walls. They can't walk through the walls, obviously. So let's say there's 2 walls and there's that one intersect. The only way that they can walk through if they want to fall back. So if you have a Spike super or Terra super, you can just throw it right there because they will 100% go there, or unless they're gonna go sideways. If they're going to the sides, which means they're leaving, let's say like the goal open, they're not gonna do that, because if they're leaving the goal open, then the guy can just, like, the guy on your team can be able to just shoot the ball in. So they're definitely gonna fall back towards the goal, and or like towards the spawn, like other like in gem grab or like smash and grab. So yeah, if you just throw a super, you're gonna guarantee to hit them and be able to super them both, unless like you're too far away or something like that. Other than that, you are always guaranteed to do it. And with Spike super, if you do have his star power, you're gonna use that to your advantage to be able to stand in and heal a lot of health. But I don't know if people actually do this, but one thing that you do not want to do with Spike super is you don't want to throw it down on a tank and just stand in it and take damage, because you're going to take more damage than you can be able to heal. You heal like, I think 500 damage or 500 HP per second, and a primo punch, for example, does 500. One punch and one attack, primo hits like, primo punches like 5 times, so you're not gonna heal enough. So what you can do sometimes in certain situations is just throw it down on your feet to heal yourself. But a lot of times you don't want to do that. A lot of times what you want to do is, let's say you missed a super, you missed a Spike super. Try to walk into the super just so you can actually use the super. Even though you missed it, you're able to actually heal yourself up. Obviously, if it's like pretty far and like his opponent's like beside your super, you don't want to just walk up to it, take some damage, but heal some damage, because it's not gonna be worth it. You may heal more damage than you're actually gonna take from your opponents, but you're charging their super at the same time. So yeah, with Spike, you do not want to, with any super, you can have to be really careful if it's like racing against a Mortis, because really good Mortis players, they will try to juke out your super to make you throw it. Like for example, Spike, they'll make you throw it and then they will just dash away without like maybe taking 1 tick of the Spike super, which isn't worth it at all. So what you want to do with Spike super against like Mortis is, if they're actually attacking you, like they don't have the ball, they're going aggro on you, just throw it down right away. Let's say they dashed onto you once, you want to throw it down, because if they're gonna actually dash onto you once, most likely they're gonna continue to try to kill you. And even let's say they do dash away and they hit you once, you're going to be able to heal up at least a bit more. If they dash onto you twice and then you super, most likely you're just going to die before like you're gonna die before your super can heal you up. So you gotta be careful. So Spike is just such a solid brawler right now. He might be getting a nerf in the future, I'm not too sure, but he can work in Smash and Grab. He can work in some heist, well, most of the heist maps he can work just because of his ability to be like a really good counter against tanks. And he also works really well in Brawl, because like I said, Brawl, a lot of tanks are played, and yeah, he's also really good counter against Mortis if you keep your range well. And in Bounty, he's not that good just because Bounty is all longer range, and Spike just doesn't have the range to play against the opponent. Obviously, if you are able to use your RNG well, you can be able to, you know, still do decently well, but it's just not as good compared to other guys. But yeah, so that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this high level gameplay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next one. Peace.